Morning booktube. It is Monday. It's the first day of my holidays and I didn't do much filming last week and I haven't put out a video in over a week because I was so sick. Last week of term is never a good week. Lots of marking and you just run down. So to catch you all up, I finished Red Rising. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just need the new next book. God, so many punches to the gut in that one. I finished listening to, I think I was listening to Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. So I finished listening to that, and I'm listening to something by an Australian author, Greg Beck, I think it is, and it's The Immortal Curse. But two things. I'm not really enjoying it because it's not quite the right kind of horror or fantasy for me. I just grabbed it because I needed something to listen to. And secondly, they updated the Borrow Box audiobook app and it's all compressed and it's got all these artifacts in it now and it's kind of crap. So still reading A Psychologist's Guide to Time Travel and enjoying that a lot. I only read that before bed on my Kindle. I'm now reading for my OWLS, so I'm doing really well on my OWLS. My one for astronomy, which is got star in the title, is also for history of magic because it's definitely over 10 years old. It was published in 1956 and this is The Time for the Star by Robert Heinlein. I found out when I put this into my Goodreads that it is definitely not the age line one, so it doesn't fit in with Charms, I think it was, because it is actually a young adult series that he did in the 50s. So that's fine, I've got lots for that one anyway. So I'm almost finished that. It's a novella, very short, but it's Monday, so it's Comic Book Monday or Graphic Novel Monday, and I'm reading The Wicked and the Divine #3. I'm gonna have to order the rest of these now. I finished #2 last week. I thought I'd read that, but I don't feel like I'd remembered any of it before. So grab a cuppa and join me at a comic book. YouTube. It is Tuesday. I have moved along quite a bit in my OWLS. I'm pretty much done with everything. So looks like I get to be an alchemist, which is awesome. I'm going to continue ticking things off to see how many books I can get that are separate, not doubled up. But yeah, doing well. Reading, I finished The Wicked and the Divine, volume 3. I really didn't like that volume. They didn't have the same artist that they normally do, and it had all these different styles. And I like The Wicked and the Divine for the amazing detail in the gods and goddesses' outfits and the styles that they chose to do it in, like a sort of juvenile style, and then there was a manga style, and there was sort of like a 90s sort of kids stuff. It was all sort of just blah. And yeah, I'm hoping volume 4, I've got to order that. I'm hoping volume 4 they bring back the normal artist, because it really irked me. So finished with that one. I finished Time for the Stars, and that was weird. There was a time slip thing where, because there were twins, they could telepathically communicate, so they sent one off to find Earth-like planets in a torch ship. So the twin that stayed on Earth got really old, and they found that they could communicate with family members as well, like direct descendants. And by the time he got back, he had a great grandniece, and because he was about the same age as her, they got married in the end. And it's just a little off-putting, but it's from the 50s, and yeah, no, I realized that the relationship genetically wise isn't very close at that, but it's still, she called him Uncle Tom, and that's just kind of grooming and gross. So finished that, but that was like a 2-star read. I opened up my my audiobook thing this morning and found that I had got up the list finally and got The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory, which will go into my age line one, and my more than 10 years old one, and my red cover one on OWLS. I totally DNF'd the Immortal Curse, because, as I said yesterday, it was doing weird things and was a bit boring and not really my type of thing. So I'm on to The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory, and I'm reading my retelling, which is Fire by Christine Cashaw, which is the second in the Graceling series. So this one is my retelling. It is also more than 10 years old, and I'm counting it as red on the cover because I've read one that's got red on the cover as well. So grab a cuppa. I have green tea this morning, and join me. Booktube. It is Tuesday. It was Monday, public holiday, so that makes it Tuesday comic book day. And I'm reading a slightly more traditional comic book today with Harley Quinn, Harley vs. Apocalypse, Volume 1. So, I bought this earlier in the year. Let's see how it goes. Grab a cuppa and join me. That bodes well. I like that picture. Do you want it? Morning Booktube. It is Monday, first day back. Hi. It is Monday, first day back of term, and Colin's decided to join us this morning. That means it's Comic Book Monday. This is the last book in the saga series, so let's hope this goes well. So, reading status has changed greatly since I last spoke to you. I have been listening to Gingerbread by Helen, I'm not going to try and pronounce her surname, but I'm not getting as much out of it as I think I should be, so I'm going to get a hard copy of it from my library. I am going to go on to Body of Evidence, listening wise, by Patricia Cornwall. I am reading Escaping from Houdini, and I am on my Kindle. I'm reading D is for Deadbeat. So grab a cuppa and join me. Morning booktube. It is a very chilly Tuesday. I finished Saga Volume 9 yesterday. I'm smiling because of Colin, not because of Saga Volume 9. It just sort of ends and they've gone on indefinite hiatus between now, or last year, and the next issue. So, blah. So, reading status. Reading Escaping from Houdini on physical book. I am listening to Body of Evidence, and I am reading on my Kindle Tears for Deadbeat. So, on this last day of the OWLS, grab a cuppa and join me. Morning booktube. It is Wednesday. All reading status is the same. It is the first day of May, so happy first day of May. Still reading Escaping from Houdini. Really quite liking this series. Grab a cup and join me. Morning booktube. It is Thursday. All reading status is the same. So grab a cuppa and join me.